Hello learner, in this video we will discuss about VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP and XOR function. So now look at this scenario first. And if you want to know the salary of an employee using their employee ID, so how you can know the employee salary on behalf of employee ID. So in this case, what will you do? You can use in Excel sheet, you can use VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP function to find out, to retrieve the value. So here I will show you one by one VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP on this range. So what will you do first? So you have to write it VLOOKUP function. So when I write in this cell VLOOKUP function, I can see here element lookup value, table array, column index number and range lookup. So I have to fill this 4 element in this function to find out the result. So what will be the result? If I put here lookup value, so what will be my lookup value? What lookup value describes? Lookup value describes what you are searching for. So if you are searching for ID 103, then comma. Next element is table array. So if you want to retrieve the value from any table, so you have to select the table also. So here I am selecting the table. So this is the table array. Next is column index number. So if I want to know the salary, I will use here number 4. And if I want to use the location, I will use number 5. Because this tells me to put the number of the column. So A means 1, B means 2, C means 3, D means 4, E means 5, something like that. So if I want to know the location, so I have to put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will put here 5 and comma. Again it is asking me, you want to exact match or you want to approximate match. So I want the exact match, so I will write here false. You have entered 103 employee ID. You can use also XLOOKUP function to find out same thing, but XLOOKUP is more flexible than this VLOOKUP function. So I am going to use the XLOOKUP function now. You can see here it is asking me again lookup value. So I am going to look up, it is asking me lookup array. So I am going to put here lookup array and comma what you want to return. So if I want to return the salary, I have to put here return array comma. And again it is asking me, because if my record will not found in the table, it gives me error. So if you want to avoid the error, you have to put any text. So I will write here, if I will not find my record, my employee ID, I will write here not found. Okay, so again next element is exact match. So if I want to retrieve the exact match, I will write here 0. And then it is asking me how you want to search. You want to search from top to bottom or bottom to top. So I want to search here from last to first, means bottom to top. You can see here 70,000. Now let's look at next exercise. I have one more exercise here. So if you have if you are doing inventory management and you have the Excel sheet, and if you want to know how many units of a product are in stock, so what you can do, you can use VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP function also. So here I am going to use first VLOOKUP, and what will be my lookup value? My lookup value will be monitor. Okay, and then what will be my table? So I have to select here table, and what I want to know, stock quantity. So I will enter here 3 because the stock quantity is third column, and I want exact match, so I will write here false. Enter. So you can see here 150 is the stock quantity of monitor. Now I'm going to use the XLOOKUP. So here is the XLOOKUP. What will be my lookup value? Lookup value will be mouse and lookup array. So what will be my lookup array? And what I want to know, the stock. So I will enter here the return array because I want in return stock quantity. Let's go further with next exercise. So if you are using customer order, then you can use also lookup and XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP function. Let's talk about XOR function. So what XOR function does? This have 3 rules. In XOR function, one condition is true and second condition is true, so it will be false. And if both condition are false, it will give you also false. and if one condition is true and one condition is false, it will give you true. So I'm going to write here two condition. What will be my first condition? So 20,000 is more than 20,000. Okay, and what will be next condition? 15,000 is more than 15,000. So here the first condition, C5 is more than 20,000 and C6 is more than 15,000. So the first condition and second condition, both conditions are false. That's why it gives me false. But here if I change it is equal to, okay, so what will be my answer? My answer is true. Why my answer is true? Because C5 is 20,000. So 20,000 is equal to 20,000. So my first statement is correct. And what will be my second statement? Second statement is 15,000 is more than 15,000. So second statement is false. So true plus false is equal to true. So that's why here it is giving me true. Now let's look at here second statement. I'm going to put here is equal to. So my first statement is true and second statement is also true. When first condition and second condition both will be true, it gives you false. You can see here the final result is false. So I hope you learn about three things here: XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP and XOR function.